send it to, or can you go wider?
Yeah.
And maybe just, oh, and the camera's in there.
Cubby, like before you start the
It's
piece,
wider.
can you like move your bow?
I want to hear what it sounds like right
What
now.
about like tapping your foot like without making noise? Yeah.
Okay, I can hear it.
Yeah, I can too.
I always hope because all
I'm
the
gonna go
pieces
pull
actually
them
get
out
how
and tell
fast
them
it
they.
is.
Wait, so Cubby, go. Wait. Don't you practice
No,
the
I
beginning?
mean we're the only ones watching, but
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, start over.
actually, go ahead and frame it up. Go ahead and frame it up so that. So, because I'm just gonna go show them on the phone. On the live.
Boys gonna put your tie on?
You want me to frame all the way like this?
Yeah, it's just something like that.
Like how they would be when they're there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And then once people are on watching, then come say hi afterwards or something.
Yeah. I don't want to turn this around though, because they're never gonna be able to see.
No.
Just tell them to go on their phone if they want to
Okay,
see
yeah.
it.
Can you tap your feet?
So I'm just saying I can bring my phone over here too. Did I give you the tape? Yeah, I did.
And this is what it sounds like from.
I mean, I
Oh,
can
you
hear
can
it.
hear it.
Okay. But yes, you're live, so watch what you're saying.
Yep. That goes for everyone. No, I'm just kidding.
We're live. Live stream.
Do you know if this camera's on?
This camera is not on right now. No.
Is it gonna be on during?
It will be, yes.
Do you know if this is this fine, like this arrangement?
Yeah, yeah. I can't see you guys, and it's not picking up any audio.
Oh my god.
They don't want to see you either.
Yeah, you guys are fine.
Yeah. We just want to hear the music over there.
What? Like I actually.
Sounds good though.
Do you need help opening that?
A little bit. Cubby, can you? What? Can you unscrew this? Like it's actually stuck. It literally was.
She needs help.
When Joyce gets back, we should do it.
She's right there. Can you three kids look up? Sonia. Sunny.
Having problems, okay?
Okay. Fix your problem because we're starting.
I'm good. So are you watching the live stream yet? Okay, is it on? No, really, she doesn't know. She's not on. What do you mean? Well, why not? Hey, Mom. So what's going? You're not on it. It's the live stream is on right now, so I'm trying to. Yeah, it is.
How are you using?
What?
How are you clicking?
Yeah, click on that
Like
one.
it flies up.
Hey, can you help? This is my parents. Yeah. My niece. So we're trying to get them. Hey, can you hear me, Mom? Do they have the link? Yeah, they have the link. So you clicked on the link and you clicked on the live. Oh, perfect. Oh, yeah, if you just walk right out there, they should be able to see you. All right, so wait. So can you see me now? It's about a 10-second delay, but they'll see you in a 10-second delay. But
Are you happily rosin?
once now you got dog days on?
Oh, you get other
I'm seeing you now. No, he's seeing the videographers. So this is what they should be seeing. Yeah, so you should be seeing me on the camera. can you start over again? Can you go to the beginning of what you just did?
Hey, Kevin.
Same time.
Just trying to get their parents on the live stream. Where did you send the link out to?
I sent the link to Zack.
Yeah, you did send the link to Zack. They were on it, and now she's someplace else.
Okay, so if they search captured Cupid in YouTube. Yeah, and then if they search captured Cupid.
Okay, search. Do a search, Mom.
How about you just tell me about
It's
On YouTube.
on YouTube. Stay on YouTube, and do a search for captured Cupid.
And then it'll look like that.
And then there's going to be a picture that's going to come up that's going to have a picture of Zack and Sid and Cooper, and then just click on that, and then you should go on to that.
I mean, we don't have to all start playing. So everyone's here. I'm not everyone.
You just go
Tell
on.
some people are here.
You just click on.
Well, they've got about 6.
Oh no no.
I'm the officiant whenever you want to make me.
Yes, thank you.
Have her start back at like just use Yahoo or Google or something. to
Yeah.
search for
Can you go to
Yeah,
Google?
when they come in
Like at this point, like a couple people.
What do you? Are you on your computer, Mom?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so just go back to your search. Go back to your search, right?
I can send this to you, and you can send it to her. This is the link.
That's the link.
Yeah.
Does she have an email maybe? We can send her the link through email. She can just click on it. It will come up.
So if we can send you the link through email. So can you get to your email? Yes.
Okay, let's do
Okay.
that. It's probably the easiest way.
Okay.
They look awfully nice. Kind of looks nice the way he has his collar out. It looks kind of
Yeah, maybe you can
early 18th century or something.
I don't even know what that is.
I'm on my AOL. Is that what you want me to be on?
Yeah. So what's your? You need to tell me what your
You see what I
AOL.
mean? It's a
Or
way
can you?
to
I'll send it.
Oh,
It's-
wow.
it's-
Oh, I didn't even
Wait.
realize.
Say it again.
yes.
Yeah, you do it on purpose.
J. Caldy.
Okay.
Yeah, in the binder, be sure that you
AJ.
AJK.
If you're your-
Oh, okay.
AKA.
your paper. So it doesn't matter if there's a
At
break in the time.
at what, Mom?
AOL.com.
Perfect.
Yes.
And then,
I always get confused. Me too. Everybody does. Okay, so you guys are playing by yourself until we get to
So we just sent her a link. Zach just sent her a link.
Oh,
we
and Zach
just-
sent your link to, and he and
Yeah.
what's your name? Sorry.
So my name is Nicholas Boulet.
Nicholas. Hi, Nicholas.
Yeah.
I'm John.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
So the email will actually be.
you're Kevin.
Yeah, this is Kevin. So he's
Zach,
the head.
Zach,
of the-
Okay, where's this printing from?
Oh,
Yes.
perfect.
Okay.
go find out from
On
somebody
my phone.
Yeah.
what time you think
Oh.
they intend to start.
Oh, on your phone.
Phone, what am I supposed to send it to?
Email to so
Well,
she can get on.
she can get mine, so it'll look like.
So look at your thing, Mom.
I got it
I'm
figured
just
out.
wondering when I should turn it.
Nicholas sent you an email. Hey, Mom.
Yes.
Nicholas sent you an email, and it should be in your email. And it's got the link right on it, so you just have to click on that link.
I don't have to look at my music until you guys all finish that. Until I tell you.
Just make sure that
AJ.
I don't know how much room they want to allocate.
AJ Caldy at AOL.com.
Yeah,
They
Sonya,
said
maybe you better move back.
They said they want to have like quite a bit of space.
Should we just start team form up?
Now, it's telling me to go on AOL. Yeah, I got John on the other phone, and I just can't do it. You know, I don't
She's
have
gonna let us
anything
know when to
come
start.
through,
The
John.
ceremony officially starts at 4.
Is there a refresh?
All right.
Oh, but that's
Is there a refresh that you
that's
can
when
pull it
everyone's
and
seated, all ready to go.
pull it
Yes.
down, or
Wait, the top of voluntaries before like
Right.
You should just be able to click that on Facebook, right?
They're sending it to
We're
me.
just gonna, we're
Well,
gonna
we
play
sent it to
the,
her email, but she's on right now.
try to
so what's the
tell-
other option?
Hey,
I'm saying,
just a minute.
is that the same thing?
You
What?
all
Yeah.
know
If she finds my
exactly
Facebook?
how to stop
Yeah, but I mean,
on the camera.
That's
that-
Coast
so
this.
she's on her
Half of
email,
this
which I know
one
she knows how to do. Well,
is
somewhat.
okay.
Yeah.
I think Facebook's a little too.
Yeah,
Cadence
yeah.
is
Right. I didn't know if that was gonna be easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't think
So
she's
she's
on
probably
her.
right now.
if I
Kind of
go
nothing.
something
I
like
don't think she's
this
on her.
at
I think this is the winning route.
okay, like this,
Still nothing?
it's gonna stop.
Okay, perfect. Cool.
Then, Cubby, you're gonna cue.
The last thing you can do is get the link and then spell the link to her.
I have it now, John.
Okay, now did you click on it and is it coming up?
But the soonest you can do it after.
What am I clicking on?
So you're gonna click on that link in the email. There's a link in the email,
You guys all, and it just
and
end on
just
a D.
just click on that.
Okay, we all end on a D.
You can end on a D, but you can end on what's there. Is it gonna be a D, F sharp, or A?
And it gives me the random date.
Does that make sense?
So what is?
There's a little picture. And it's two names.
Click on the
Yeah,
picture.
click on
Click on the
Way
picture.
harder than the other ones
Click on the picture.
Yes.
because of this.
Okay, now I'm on side 7.
Okay, that's it. So now wait. I'm gonna stand in front of the camera.
You wanna go?
And I'm gonna test this for you. I'm gonna say, hi mom, hi dad, hi Adri, hi Nick, hi Linz, hi Pop Pop. Hi everybody. Look at who it is.
Wait, one
the
sec.
groom.
There it is. He just walked in. There's a delay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
he just walked in.
Hey.
So you're on a delay.
No, tell her not to touch
No,
anything
don't
else.
touch anything now. Don't do anything.
Just leave it up. It's good.
There you go.
Nice.
Woo.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Woo.
Thank you guys.
No
All right.
worries.
You guys are awesome.
All right, you got it.
I really appreciate that. Okay, so you guys are all set, which is awesome. Don't touch anything. Just don't touch anything. Yeah. And you should be good to go. All right. Okay. I love you. I love you guys.
For like the
Okay.
famous part. Like,
It is beautiful. Yeah.
As I just switched last time
Okay.
to
I love you,
doing
Mom.
the original pose, I feel
I
like
love
it
you too,
would
Dad. See you later.
be better for me.
Absolutely what you want.
I might mess up.
Absolutely do what you want. That's the Baroque style, by the way. A lot of improv. So that's good.
Use the bathroom. Sebastian, you bathroom. Do you need to go? Go right now. Then you get up and go.
Well, not in the middle
Not
of
in the
play.
middle of playing, but it's like any other concert. You just go before or after.
What time is it?
It is 3:44.
You can start, and you can always go back.
So we're going to wait a little bit. I counted about like 50-ish people. They're expecting 100 or maybe 40.
Right, right. Yeah, we're associated with Brainstorm House. We're not part of Brainstorm, but we're on the list.
Do you want them to start or wait?
Just wait.
So the ceremony won't start really yet.
So we still need to.
It's a given.
Yeah, I know it is a given. You know, it's the guests this time and not the choir.
Yes.
That's why it's
Really?
I know, and I don't know why.
So if you need to practice still, whatever, you're more than welcome to.
You're a very calm wedding planner.
I'm like that little duck, you know, just kind of smooth.
Yeah.
On top,
Yeah.
underneath I'm like, but it comes with
That's my life. I live like that.
I get that comment. I get that comment all the time.
You're really amazing.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you. So I'll check in about like 10, 15 minutes.
Sure. Do you have a card, by the way?
I run it. Yeah. But I have, I think your grandpa's going to.
Yeah, you probably have hers.
Yeah.
Was there anything
So we got a
that you'd
lot.
like to practice?
I know.
Oh, we're live by the way. So
Wow.
We practiced
Yeah.
was it the
it's on a delay. So, but we have one back here that's gonna do it for me.
Should we like play it quieter so like
Put mute on.
I don't know. I can get it. Should I get it?
I might be sitting.
I can just play it quieter.
Do you need more clothespins?
I've got one stationary here. Just
Perfect.
Check 1 2. We're checking level for live stream. Checking level for live stream. 1 2 3. 1 2 3.
Thank you.
Wait, can you stop? Wait, Javi, what is it? How does the eighth note go? Can you like?
This is quarter note.
Oh, can you have eighth note? Cause it's an 8/8.
Yeah.
Well, the eighth notes are
Oh, beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can play way out.
I'm just afraid to have that.
Same.
Hi, I'm Sandra Fishing.
Oh, it's all good. We're good.
Okay,
I
kind
can
of
do that right now.
Yeah, I could tell.
That doesn't sound too bad, right?
I didn't really notice, but also I wasn't really paying attention.
So she's only been married to the same man.
I mean,
Oh, two.
like I got lost the first time that I went through like the first season, but then the second time it wasn't. Oh yeah, sure.
The first one. The current one is from Indiana. Yeah. He's from Indiana. Oh, nice.
I thought there was a bug coming at me, but it was just me.
Yeah, that kind of music.
Hello. Hi. I have no idea who to ask, but somebody dropped a champagne glass, and I'm not sure if there's like cleaning supplies.
This lady,
Oh, okay.
Elizabeth, ask
Yep.
her.
I'm looking. Yep, I'm looking.
The Allegro?
Yeah. Wait, is it a slow coordinate? Okay, I'm thinking of a different one then.
I'm giving you the beat.
Okay, thanks.
Oh my god.
That's why you have to use the clove thing.
I did, and then I took it off for just like 2 minutes, and then the Wicket's like, you know what?
That's one thing you can do is if you see somebody's music going, you can run over and help them while they're playing.
We have a lot more clubs.
Yeah, I know, but
Why don't
it's
we bring them out?
Yeah.
No, I know what you mean.
one never knows.
Bob and Barb.
Hi, Mom.
We really miss you guys today.
We really love you.
And we hope that,
Get well
yes,
soon.
quickly. Okay. We love you. Bye.
What?
Were you
There's a
meant to go back?
repeat.
Yeah, there is.
I know, but
It's okay. I mean, you should do it though. When it's time to do it. Yeah. Were you a little lost a few times?
just in the first movement.
Okay.
And then got turned off.
All right. Will you be able to do it better?
Oh yeah.
I had to practice some more.
Yes, she says.
Lost words.
It feels so small. I can never remember when I'm holding it.
Right now?
I thought, oh, every time I feel I got my hand.
Wait, what are you doing?
So, if the service starts at
Sorry, I'm
4,
gonna
are we
squeeze
gonna
in.
do,
It's fine,
all
go.
the service stuff? It's almost 4.
No, she said she's tell us when to do
And
it.
also, is the pre-service?
We'll
That's like
start at the
when
beginning.
people are coming in.
Seating, right.
So are we, okay.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
They're
She'll tell us
waiting
when
for
to
enough
start.
guests to be here, so she's
She'll
been
tell us when to
counting.
start, and then we'll know when to
Yeah.
start.
Okay.
We end where we end. Well, not in the middle of the piece.
Is it talk about payments first?
No. Don't get us mixed up. That's the last thing we try to do.
I just need to turn on camera.
I moved this just a little bit, but it's dead center now.
Sweet, thanks.
So why are we waiting?
I tried to adjust color through OBS. It's not the best, but
Right there. You get the
it was
picture?
alright.
It's a
It's a little green.
It's a little annoying that I gotta put this camera like right here,
When did you start?
Why?
because you're right here.
Why you need to look at it?
No, because I want you to be able to pan and then walking down the
Then
aisle.
put it over there.
You need to play out more.
What if
Yeah,
I just
think
move
I
it
was
back?
kinda low by.
Let's move it back here. Move it
Oh,
back
don't
here.
be.
Lock me in.
Or
Nice. Now I can pan. See it? Now I can pan.
you want to start at the end? I don't know. And then like circle. 'Cause I feel
So
like
it just is what it is. They're gonna
haven't
get
really
dark when
practiced
they
the
walk in.
last.
You need more clothespins, Sonia?
I have the clothespin this side.
Let me get you a few more.
Is that a be natural for the class? Or you just stop it?
I didn't play it.
Oh, what note did you stop it? Okay, so was that the right number?
Okay, so what's the plan if someone's music?
You're gonna be hovering.
No, I will definitely help, but I'm just saying, what's the plan otherwise?
One thing is like you can't like click it from the side. You can only click it from the top. It just doesn't.
Yeah.
Okay. Abby, what's the plan?
Is the other half of my music this half?
You just keep going?
Cutting that too.
I just
Keep doing it.
I did. Are you sleeping? Can we like start on that one after the second ending? Of the freaking so 9B. Did it say 9B? Mine says 9B.
I just don't have it.
Is my stand in your way?
Whatever. We'll just start after the second ending.
Oh, I see. Just
I have no numbers.
or you have an upper reset, right? If the second can measure after, or I'll just start there, and then yeah, start at 90. I think so.
Can you hear every time they sing there? What? Can you hear them when they sing in there?
What do you mean?
The girls?
But dude, the Wi-Fi is so bad. Like, look how laggy that is. I mean, it is what it is, but we definitely need to be efficient and ask them to turn off their Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I told her.
What's that center?
She said that it's an unplugged wedding, so she's gonna say go into airplane mode.
It'd be 24/7.
Yeah.
Cause I have this, which is like Verizon LTE, that my mom gave me, but I don't want to connect to this unless I have to.
Or just push back.
Yeah, just switch back.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Now they're starting to come in and sit down, so you can start playing. Or keep playing.
Yeah, just go from
Keep playing. Decide where you're playing. Okay, you want to start at the beginning? Yeah. And I'm gonna kind of disappear a little bit, so.
Oh, right here, right here.
That one?
Oh, good, okay.
Hi, Grandma and Poppy, Annie, Dree, Lindsay, all at back at home. Mwah, mwah. We wish you were here.
By the way, if everyone could just put their phones on airplane mode, because the Wi-Fi, if it gets too bad, it's just gonna lag out and not be able to watch it. So if anyone could hear me, just throw your phones on airplane mode right now, please.
Sounds good.
And disconnect from the Wi-Fi. If you're on the Wi-Fi guest, please disconnect.
Yeah, everybody needs to put their phones in airplane mode because we've got a live stream going. Hey, Adri. Hi, Linz. Hi, Bud. Bob and Barb. We're here for
Hi,
ya.
Bob and Bud.
We are. We miss y'all. Hey, Adri and Lulu. Hey, Bud. Hey, Barb and Bob. Love you. Mwah. Miss you. Cheers.
My dad does this for a living too, so I'm like, he would be like, watch yourself. See how much you move. It's too distracting. I'm like, Dad, but everybody's sitting down though.
So I'm happy to say that we are about ready to get started. I just checked with the bride and groom, and we need this row filled in the second row here. So if we could get some guests to pull up. There's nothing worse than seeing your wedding pictures that it looks like nobody came because the first couple of rows are empty, right? All the way here to the second row, please. We need these all filled. Okay, these four we need to reserve, but all this whole row needs to be filled. You can undo that. No, that's what I said. Everything but this. Okay, so once the second row. No, come sweetie pie. It says an aisle seat. We need this, somebody to sit here too.
No.
You got it? No worries. Check one other thing because I don't see what she's talking about.
You're gonna keep playing it. No, she's not. No, the bridesmaids are gonna put on. So you're gonna keep playing it until she goes stop. She's
Elizabeth? Where's Zack? Wow. Okay, so do you know where the... Elizabeth said they were back behind the arches, but I don't see them. Okay. Find her. Oh. I don't see them. I didn't look. I looked. I don't see them. They're supposed to be red. Mm-hmm. No, they got white ones. I'll use whatever's there, but I don't see anything.
Can you do me a favor?
I don't see anything.
And watch this camera?
Yeah.
Because there's going to be people standing in front of it.
I'll watch it.
And then can you just move if you need to? Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm privileged to be with all of you today as we celebrate the love of Sydney and Zack. At their request, most of this ceremony will be what we call an unplugged ceremony. So that means that they want you to be fully present and engaged in everything that's happening and not hurrying up trying to take pictures and seeing the lens of everything through that little box on your phone. However, there will be a very designated time, and I'll let you know when, where they welcome you to take a photograph. And we'll pause the ceremony for a bit and let you do that. And then they'll need to immediately be put back on airplane mode because we are live streaming in the back for relatives who could not make it. Let's see. On your seats should be a bag full of petals. What those represent are your good wishes. So at the designated time, towards the end of the ceremony, I'll be asking you to have them at the ready and toss them. They look great in photographs. All right? I think that's it. Family will be asking you to remain for photos. And with that, we are ready to start. Thank you, Mr. DJ. Spread your heads to the our flower girl. Or maybe not. She made it. If everyone would please rise. If you would remain standing momentarily. We are gathered here today in this picturesque venue on this beautiful day, not to witness the beginnings of what will be, but rather to celebrate what already is. And that clearly is love. Cupid was in the holiday spirit in December of 2017 and found himself hanging around an ugly sweater event in our nation's capital. It is there where Sydney and Zack first met, and as the story goes, the rest is history. In this moment, we also honor loved ones who can't be present to share in this celebration, but their spirits are here because loving memories never fade. On Zack and Sydney's behalf, thank you all very much for being here. You may now be seated. And at this time, we invite you to pull out your cameras for this one single photographic moment. And I'll move out of the way. Your only shot during the ceremony. Take it now. Okay, and now they have to be put back on airplane mode so that our live photographers in the back who are live streaming to relatives in Virginia can still see. All right, my dear, you may take your citrus bouquet. You totally. Sydney and Zack, marriage is a commitment to share life's journey together. It offers opportunities for sharing and growth that no other human relationship can equal. A good marriage deepens and enriches every facet of life. It encourages and nurtures new experiences and new ways of expressing your love through the seasons of life. Today, you create a spirit unique to yourselves that binds you closer than any spoken or written word. Marriage is a promise in your hearts, which takes the rest of your lives to fulfill. In preparation for this ceremony, I asked Sydney and Zack some questions so that I might get to know them better as a couple, and for the added benefit of sharing some of their responses with all of you. You clearly have known them far longer than I, so some of this may be a walk for you down memory lane as well as it is for them. So of course I started by asking them how they met, and we all know that one. So I then moved to asking each of them what qualities they most admired in one another. Sydney said of Zack, Zack has such a kind and generous soul and is always putting Sydney and her fur babies' needs over your own. He is the type of person to jump into action to help others whenever he sees there is something that he can do. He doesn't wait until someone asks for help. He was an Eagle Scout, and their motto was, "Be prepared," which shows through in all aspects of everything that Zack does. For every trip, hike, or adventure we go on, Zack packs all the essentials for us. A first aid kit, a blanket, you name it. He is constantly thinking about how best to take care of our family. Zack said of you, Sydney, that he admires how loving and caring you are, but most of all, how empathetic you are. When Zack hurts, you hurt. And he said that you are an amazing person at working with him to build himself back up. He truly appreciates that you care and that you have an amazing outlook and insight into situations that he may not have seen. He also values how smart you are and the fact that you can juggle so many tasks simultaneously and never drop a ball. Zack said, and I quote, "Sydney simply amazes me." I then asked them both, when did you realize that in each other you found your partner for life? Zack said he couldn't pin down the exact moment that realization came to him, but he admits early on the you were the one. His first clue was seeing you interact with your family and how close you all are. He said he clearly remembers the first time he met your family. You spent a week or more together, and he was able to get to know them and for them to get to know him. This quality time was amazing. Sydney knows how close I am with my family too, so it was reassuring to see that we both reciprocate the most important value. Another clue, seeing Sydney with her new niece Rose, the flower girl. Sydney was so excited for the new addition to the family, and every time we have visited, she has shown that when it's our turn, how great a mom she will become. And then there's the story of their puppy, Cooper. Cooper is a rescue pup, and he was a little unwell when we first got him. Sydney and I took turns sleeping with Cooper during the night, on the kitchen floor no less, because Cooper's anxiety was so high. Sydney did such an amazing job nursing Cooper back to health and getting all of his issues resolved. We were tired and stressed out, and our patience grew thin. There were, a few tiffs, you could say, between us at that time, all over minor things because we were exhausted. When the worst of this Cooper period was over, we reconnected, and this period helped us strengthen our relationship by helping us figure out how best to communicate through trying times. Zack said at the start, Sydney moved at a pace a little slower than his, but because he had that feeling, he kept the pace moving on his end, and he's certainly glad he did. To the same question that I asked, Sydney responded as follows. She too said there wasn't one single moment, instead a compilation of many moments that led to the undeniable realization that Zack was her person. like the fact that Zack used to drive from Virginia into DC and back again early in their relationship because Sydney at that time didn't have a car. And he did this almost daily. For anyone who's ever lived in the DC area, you know what an impressive feat this is given commute traffic. Another realization for Sydney is that when she learned on short notice that she would have an interview the following day for a job she really wanted. Unfortunately, she had chipped one of her acrylic nails, and no one ever shows up at a job interview with bad nails. So Zack spent nearly 2 hours with her, helping her get those acrylic nails off and putting together a professional manicured look in time for that next day interview. Sydney said, and I agree, and I think we all would, there's not too many guys that would do that. Early on in their dating phase, it was very evident that Zack values family, and obviously Sydney does too. And as important, Sydney knew Zack was something special, and they were the right fit because they had fun together, no matter what they were doing. He constantly makes her laugh, and they enjoy being silly together. Sydney said further, we quickly became the most natural versions of ourselves when we were spending time together. I also then asked them if they had any special memories to share for this occasion. Between them, they had 2 typewritten pages of memories. And I figured you at some point would want to get to dinner, so I cut them down a bit. And so this first one is a memory that says, after a successful first date, Zack asked Sydney out again. Zack had planned a night out ice skating, an ideal date because it was holiday time. Sydney agreed to do that, but had plans with her girlfriends that same day, and time just got away and spilled over into the evening. By the time Zack and Sydney got together, the ice skating venue was closed. Instead, they ended up watching the movie Elf, and Sydney was asleep within the first 5 minutes. But the next day made up for the snafus of the prior evening. The plan was simply brunch, but they had such a good time, they decided to go Christmas gift shopping for their families. Once that was done, they still didn't want to part company, so they ended up going ice skating after all. Even after that, they weren't ready to call it a night, so they went out looking at Christmas lights. This is one of their favorite memories from early on in their dating life, the mega date that never ended. Another memory involved Zack and Sydney planning their fur baby Cooper's birthday party. They gathered friends and had everyone meet up at a local brewery. Before the party, Sydney and Zack spent some time baking both human cookies and dog cookies. Zack, being an aerospace engineer, had recently purchased a 3D printer and laser cutter. Together, they spent hours laser engraving each of the cookies with the dogs' faces on them. It was an activity that they got a lot of fun doing together and is certainly a precursor for the birthdays to come once they become parents. And all of this leads to your proposal story. Guys usually have a little bit more of the backstory, so most of this comes from Zack. He shared that he and Sydney had talked a lot about their future, and they were both on the same page about one day getting married. In September 2021, Sydney and Zack planned a trip out to California to visit her family before ultimately heading north to Washington State. Zack thought this would be the perfect time to propose, so he coordinated to include both sets of parents as part of the celebration. None of this part Sydney knew in advance. After going for a short walk along the beach in Santa Cruz, and everyone well hidden, he and Sydney walked up to a bench on a cliff overlooking the ocean. It is there that Zack got down on one knee and proposed. Soon both families emerged from their hiding spots and everyone celebrated. And it's obvious what Sydney's response was because we're all here. All right, you two. Collectively, we are reminded that love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud. It does not dishonor others, nor is it self-seeking. It is not easily angered or keeps record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres, because love never fails. And so I ask you both, Sydney and Zack, have you come here today of your own free will and without reservation to marry one another today?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Case in the back row, that was a resounding yes. And the people on the cameras, of course. All right. Sydney and Zack have chosen to include a hand tying ritual as part of their ceremony. May I get that from you, please? The symbolism of tying a knot, obviously, is that the cord is bound, and when it is eventually tied, it represents the strength of their bond. Got it? Okay. Thank you very much. Sydney and Zack, being bound, will exchange their personally written vows. Zack will go first. It's two-sided. Okay.
Try my best to get through all of this. Sydney, I always said I knew from the first date we went on that you were the woman that I would spend the rest of my life with. And I am over the moon that this day has finally come. I knew from the night that we first met that you're a one-of-a-kind person. I could tell how empathetic and caring you were, and these are still two of my favorite traits of yours. I'm so happy that we found one another under the wild circumstances that we did, and that we have been able to foster such an amazing relationship. We had only been dating for a few months when I first introduced you to my family. Not only did you meet my parents, you met my aunt, uncle, cousins, grandfather, all in one shot. I knew that if you could withstand that experience and want to continue dating me afterwards, you were the real thing. Once there was this time when you asked me, "Why do you love me?" Your question filled my mind with all the reasons, but also paralyzed me. And in that moment, I couldn't give you a succinct answer. Since then, I started jotting down notes every time a reason popped into my head. This list has grown and grown over the years. Instead of reading them all out at this moment, I decided to share a few of my favorites. I love that you're so adventurous, and that we share the adventure bug. I'm looking forward to all the adventures we will go on together. I love how supportive you are when it comes to me pursuing my interests, and I love how you keep me fed with healthy food. I love that you are so maternal with Cooper, Callie, and Cassie, and I know you will be this way with our future children. Today, I promise to continue being supportive to you and all your aspirations, no matter what they may be, to give you a lifetime of me trying my best and working through everything with you as a team, to stick with you no matter what life throws at us. Over the years, you have experienced the Caldy 15. As a family, our internal clocks are adjusted to always be 15 minutes late. to most things. I promise to work on this and to try to adjust that internal clock.
Thank goodness.
Sydney, you are my everything, my best friend, the love of my life, and the person I'm so excited to spend the rest of my life with. We have always been teammates through our relationship, and I'm excited to take on the world with you. I cannot imagine a better partner to have by my side, nor can I imagine getting old with anyone else. I love you.
Zack, I have known for quite a long time that you were my person. Your generosity, kind soul, and goofball energy made me fall in love with you from the start. Who knew that a random ugly sweater bar crawl in DC would lead me to my future husband? But I'm so thankful for that DC snow that canceled all my work appointments that day. I knew immediately that you weren't just another random guy at the bar, as you handled it like a pro when I started crying to you about how touching and sweet your family was for working on a project with kids with special needs. I've always believed that things happen for a reason, and I know in my heart that fate intervened that day to ensure we both ended up at decades of all places to find each other. As we started to date, I quickly learned your true character and kindness, with one of the standout moments being when you packed the first of very many survival kits college girlfriends visited me in DC. From a first aid kit with band-aids in case we got hurt, to a blanket if any of us got cold, you thought of anything us girls might need or want. From that moment, I saw how deeply you cared for not only me, but for those who were special in my life as well as your own. I saw your character, resourcefulness, and from that moment, I saw how lucky me and our future family will always be to have you in our life. You have shown me constant support and love throughout our relationship, always taking in my needs ahead of your own. I have never wavered in knowing that you will be there for me through all the ups and downs in life, and it brings me comfort knowing that even on the hardest days, we will navigate the challenges together. Like you always tell me, as long as we're together, we'll figure it out. I'm constantly excited for our future together, and I know you will make not only the best husband, but the future dad to our babies. You will be the dad that takes our kids camping. We'll teach them how to tie all different kinds of knots that I don't even know the names of, and you'll teach them how to pack their own survival kit one day. But more importantly, I know that you will instill in them your values, loyalty, helpfulness, and the need to always be prepared. Today, in front of our family and friends, I want to make you a few promises. I promise to continue giving a kiss before bed every night. I promise to continue adventuring around the world with you, since you're my favorite travel buddy. I promise to never keep score, even if I'm clearly winning. And I promise to laugh at your silly dad jokes, even when some of them aren't funny. And know that you can also count on me to annoy you for the rest of your life, because as you always say, you're my favorite person to mess with. More importantly, I always promise to fill our home with love and constantly prioritize our relationship. I've heard that marriage isn't always easy, but you make it so easy to love you that I'm certain we'll always work through life together. I've chosen to end my vows in the same way my dad asked my mom to marry him 35 years ago, and how you so thoughtfully incorporated into our own proposal. So, Zack, do you think we ought to do this thing?
Love it. Yes.
Gotta love it. Gotta love that. Your mom's tearing up. It's a cry fest. Go ahead. All right, may I have the rings, please? Thank you very much. All right. Wedding rings are a highly recognized symbol, symbol of marriage. Giving, receiving, and wearing rings are a joint commitment to loyalty and understanding and faithfulness between you. These rings will forever be a reminder of your partner's commitment to you and the declaration that you have found your heart's forever home. All right, my dear, if you would take her ring, and my dear, if you, did we wrap? Yeah, left hand up. Yep. If you would please repeat after me. I, Zachary Caldy,
I, Zachary Colby,
take you, Sydney Maniscalco,
take you, Sydney Maniscalco,
to be my lawfully wedded wife,
to be my lawfully wedded wife,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better or worse,
for better or worse,
for richer or poorer,
for richer or poorer,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
until death do us part.
until death do us part.
Beautiful. Slide it. Okay, my dear. Take Zach's ring. I, Sydney Maniscalco,
I, Sydney Maniscalco,
take you,
take you,
Zachary Caldy.
Zachary Caldy.
Caldy, I'm sorry.
Okay.
You may kick me after this is over. We practiced this. It's got Cal Berkeley in my brain. To be my lawfully wedded husband.
To be my lawfully wedded husband.
To have and to hold.
To have and to hold.
From this day forward.
From this day forward.
For better or worse.
For better or worse.
For richer or poorer.
For richer or poorer.
In sickness and in health.
In sickness and in health.
To love and to cherish.
To love and to cherish.
From this day forward.
From this day forward.
Till death do us part.
Till death do us part.
Beautiful. Okay. With vows and rings exchanged, we pull the knot on your cord, symbolizing the enduring strength of your love that you will rely on throughout your lives together as husband and wife. Okay, pull that. Beautiful. Center it. Center just a little bit. There we go. Got it? Beautiful. All right, and if our best man and maid of honor will come forward. The knot that they tied together below it. Oh, let me hold it. Yep, perfect. Is the love between them and also for all of you who are here present. Beautiful. A lasting memory of today. Thank you. All right, you guys hold hands. Zack and Sydney, you are holding one another's hands, hands of your best friend, young and strong and full of love for you on this your wedding day, as you've promised to love each other today, tomorrow, and forever. These are the hands that will work alongside yours as together you continue to build your future. These are the hands that will passionately love you and cherish you through the years, and with the slightest touch, comfort you like no other. These are the hands that countless times will wipe tears from your eyes, tears of sorrow, as well as tears of joy. These are the hands that one day will tenderly hold your child and children. These are the hands that will help you to hold your family together as one and give you strength when you need it most. Lastly, these are the hands that even when wrinkled and aged, will still be reaching for yours, giving you the same unspoken tenderness with just one touch. Today's ceremony is not only a formal declaration of love between Sydney and Zack. This occasion is also a blending of families. We first learn how to love through the bond that is created between a child and their mother. And so I say to you, Lori, and to you, Christine, in each other, you don't lose your child, you gain the other. At this time, our bride and groom will be presenting you both. Hey, guys, go to your mom first. So this rose bouquet represents their love for you and all that you have shown them in your own. Moms, please be reminded of the love that you made possible. And now we come to a close. Zack and Sydney, may the road rise to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your faces, the rains fall soft upon the fields. May the light of friendship guide your paths together, and may the laughter of future children grace the halls of your home. May the joy of living with one another tip a smile from your lips and a twinkle from your eye. And today may the spirit of love find a dwelling place in your hearts forever. So you can guess what's getting ready to happen next, because I'm going to get out of the way. No, you can't take out your phone. Sorry. Zack and Sydney, given your love and commitment, it is both my pleasure and my distinct honor to now pronounce you husband and wife. Zack, you may kiss the bride. Sydney, get your bouquet back, my dear. And as you face your guests, family, and friends, I now introduce to you for the first time as husband and wife, Mr. Something wrong? Oh, I thought somebody, okay. Caldy. Please toss the petals and your good wishes as the newlyweds recess out. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Hope you guys thought that was good. Okay, you guys got it.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations. Thank you. Cocktail hour!
Yeah, I can take that from you. Perfect. All right, thanks so
Thank
much.
you.
Thanks again for getting everyone to turn them on.
No,
It helped a lot.
Yeah, that's good.
Thank you.
You still live? Yeah, I'm gonna just go tell them I'm ending it and let them know if they want to come say hi or not. Yeah. And then let them know we're wrapping it up.
Hey. Funny efficient.
Efficient. Thank you.
Turn it off already, I think. She just don't know phones. You know. Old people.
Can you type them both on the phone?
Do you want to hop on?
They're still on.
Maybe.
I think there's a few people on.
Don't know if anybody is still watching.
Hello.
So glad that you guys were able to participate and watch us get married. And we miss you all. And wish you were here. And
We're married.
can't wait to celebrate with you. Love you guys.
Love you guys.
Woo!
Woo!
There we go. I'm like, where's my woo girls?
Yeah. We're here. At your service.
Alright, yeah.
Do you guys want to look good?
It's still on.
Still on?
Hi, Adrian.
It's still going.
Yeah, you guys can say goodbye. You guys
Hi,
can.
Adrian. And Nick.
I'm gonna start playing audio. I'll keep this mic on.
I already import that audio.
Oh, cool.
So you just gotta go grab it and run it. You could just throw the cord in my bag.
What cord?
The connectors.
Oh, yeah. It's on that end. And where everywhere? What? Where do you want me to put it in your bag?
You just throw it anywhere in the bag. It's sitting over there. I see it. I see a bunch of shit.
Oh, in the cart. Okay. Should I stop or just leave it?
It's up to you, man. You can just start the
I'll just leave it till I'm done, like till I'm ready.
Yeah. I mean, I told them it's done, so.
I'll just leave it up.
You want to say hi to anybody? We're still rolling.
Still live. Christine.
We got a couple more minutes.
So we're still rolling. So let's say hi to everybody, Bob and Barb and Adri and Lindsay
and
my mom and dad and Nick. Yes.
Yeah.
And Pop.
And Pod. And yes. We miss you. We miss you all.
And Suzanne did behave herself.
So far.
But not for long. Hey, thank you.
Perfect. So much. Oh my goodness.
Went okay. Good to see you. We'll celebrate for you and have a drink, Pop. Love you.